Welcome to the Messenger of Truth channel. God bless you and protect your life. Subscribe, follow our work and share the truth with others. Attos 24. 5 days later, Ananias, the high priest, came down with the elders and a certain orator named Tertullus. And when he was called, Tertullus began to accuse him, saying, "Seeing that by thee we have so much peace, and by thy prudence many praiseworthy services are done to this people always and everywhere, most mighty Felix, with all thankfulness we wish to acknowledge it. But in order not to detain you too long, I beg you, according to your equity, to hear us for a short while. We have found this man to be a pest and a promoter of sedition among all the Jews, throughout the world, and the chief defender of the sect of the Nazarenes, who also tried to profane the temple. Therefore, we arrested him, and according to our law, we wanted to judge him. But the commander Lysias came, and with great violence took him away out of our hands, commanding his accusers to come to you, and from him you yourself, when you have examined him, will be able to understand all that we accuse him of." And the Jews also accused him, saying that these things were so. But when the governor had beckoned him to speak, Paul answered, "Because I know that you have been a judge of this nation for many years, I can all the more gladly answer for myself. For you may know that it is not more than 12 days since I went up to Jerusalem to worship. And they did not find me in the temple talking with anyone, nor stirring up a crowd in the synagogues, nor in the city. Neither can they prove the things of which they now accuse me. But I confess to you that according to that way, which they call a sect, so I serve the God of our fathers, believing all things which are written in the law and in the prophets, having hope in God, just as they themselves also hope, that there will be a resurrection of the dead, both of the just and the unjust. And for this reason I always try to have a conscience, without offense, both toward God and men. Now after many years, I came to bring alms and offerings to my nation. And there, certain Jews from Asia found me purified in the temple, not with a mob, nor with tumult, who ought to have been here before you to accuse me, if they had anything against me. Or let these same men say whether they found any iniquity in me when I stood before the council. Except for these words which I cried standing among them, today I am judged by you concerning the resurrection of the dead." So Felix, when he heard these things, deferred them, saying, "When I have more fully informed myself of the way, then, when Lysias the commander comes down, I will fully understand your case." And he ordered the centurion to keep him in custody, and to treat him gently, and not to forbid any of his people to serve him or to come to him. After some days, when Felix came with Drusilla, his wife, who was a Jewess, he sent for Paul and heard him concerning the faith in Christ. And as he reasoned about righteousness and self-control and the judgment to come, Felix was terrified and answered, "Go your way for now, when I have opportunity, I will call for you." Hoping at the same time that Paul would give him money, that he might release him, wherefore also he sent for him oftentimes, and communed with him. But after 2 years Felix succeeded Pius Festus, and when Felix wanted to please the Jews, he let Paul go into prison.